Hey guys, I'm a gaming potato, and today I have a new series for you I'm calling Blueprints by Design. This series is going to cover a few games and is going to focus on blueprints. So I'm going to start off with Factorio. So you can see I have a simple starter layout here. So this is where you would be at the very beginning of the game, where you've got some coal miners here and some simple smelters mining some plates for you. And so after you collect some simple materials, where do you go from there? So generally the first thing you're going to need is power. And so to start off, we have a very simple power plant here. So of course you would want to find some water for this. But this is a tileable blueprint. And I have a mod here that actually just gives me a couple little it's a tiny little power armor with an exoskeleton, some drones, little power plant for it all, and some night vision. But you can see here we have a simple tileable power plant, so you could place this once and then copy it and tile it as far as you want. Generally though, the rule of thumb is one water pump can produce enough water for 20 boilers. And with 20 boilers, you can feed 40 steam engines. So each boiler you'd hook up to 2 steam engines just like I have here. So generally you want to try and aim for that, but of course starting out 2 is a very simple goal to have. And 2 boilers with 4 steam engines can easily get you through some starter power. Then of course you can just mine some coal because you don't really have belts or anything yet. So you can just head to your coal, mine some, and you can stick a bit of coal in there. Now of course I don't have water right here. If we had water, this would be able to run. And now we have some reliable power. Of course you can see these 2 power poles don't actually reach each other. So at the base of your plant you'll have to put 1 pole just like that, and that'll connect them together. We want to have this pole here because eventually we will place some inserters here just to collect the coal once we have it, once we're actually piping our coal in. Then, of course, after power, we need to actually produce parts. So we would research our assemblers and some inserters. And once we have our general research ready and we're ready to actually start producing components, I have this great starter mall here. So this is just a simple starter mall. We'll want this pretty close to our miners. And we have a few important components here. So the main thing is more assemblers. We have electric miners, inserters, and belts. And we have 2 extra ones down here. You can make these what you want. I have one set for ammo and the other one set for pipes. But you can add other lines onto this as well, following this very simple method. Even turrets, you can just copy and paste one of these lines here to make turrets as well. And then you can see everything runs off boxes. So everything on the left here, we'll just grab some iron plates. We would just feed these all iron plates. Same with these ones on the side here, we'll feed with iron plates. And these circuits as well. We're kind of out of iron for now. Let's see if we can grab some more here. And we'll just feed all of these with iron plates. Then for our copper wire at the side here, we'd throw in a bit of copper. And now our system is running. So we'll just wait a little bit for everything to get fully set up here. And now we can see we are building assembly machines, electric miners, we've got our inserters, belts, ammo, and some pipes going. And this basically builds us everything we need to kind of transition into, building a real factory. But then of course, once we have this going, we actually need to get some research done before we really build to our full base. So our next step would be to build a little research area. So for that, I have a little starter science base here, and we would just put that right there. So this does red science. 1 red science assembler can do about 2 science labs. So from here we have 8 science labs we're able to feed with 4 red science assemblers and 1 gear producer. So we're just going to steal a couple of resources here. I think we got some copper down here. So we're just going to, we have 4 boxes here to feed our gears. And then we have a box each for the science here, which we can see we also have inserters pulling the gears into the science assemblers. And those are now going to feed science into our researchers, or into our science labs here. Of course, I'm done with my red and green science. I've just moved on to black. So we can't actually do any science right now with these. But you can see this is a very simple setup. Just a couple assemblers, 8 research labs, and simple parts. So this is a very easy system to get going. And with these going, this will really power you through red science. So generally what I do is I kind of run with this setup here, just like this, until I have fully finished red science. Once I've done all my red science and I'm moving on to green science, that's when I'm at the point where it's taken enough time. I've kept these chests full, I've kept these assemblers producing constantly, that I can now transition to a real base. I might have maybe 100 or so electric miners here, 100 or so assemblers, lots of inserters, maybe a few hundred belts. You can see there's 200 belts in there already. That we're now able to really transition into our real base. So I'm planning on keeping these episodes fairly short. So with these 3 simple blueprints here, you're able to basically start off your initial gameplay, or I would call this like tier 0 basically. You're not even at the point of having a real base yet. This is helping you get to that real base. So the next episode will actually be kind of your tier 1 blueprints. So that'd be like electric miner blueprints, furnaces, science in a mall as well, fully automated. So this is more of a manual mall, but we'll have a fully automated mall that produces more parts for us. So this is me starting off my Blueprints by Design series. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be continuing on with this series with plenty more episodes to come. You can see I have lots of blueprints here to show off to you guys. So yeah, if you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll have more episodes for you soon. Alright, thanks. Bye.